Hey everybody, it's James Hudson here with Board Game Spotlight, and today we are looking at a game that is on Kickstarter called Pray Care. It is from Lazy Wolf Games, and it plays 2 to 6 players, says 8 and up, and it takes 10 to 20 minutes. And I would say that's probably on the light side. You could probably get down to a 6-year-old. This is a great family game. It's very quick, it would work well in a restaurant. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of table space. There's very few rules, and so this card's not supposed to be turned over when you start. And that's this. This is the setup. Everybody gets 10 cards, 2 rows in a 2x5 grid, face down, and then there's a draw pile. And so here's how it works. At the beginning of the game, you're going to get to flip over 2 cards in any row. It can't be in the same column because your objective is to match the cards in the columns, because then that will give you a score of 0. If you don't have those matched by the end of the game, then you have to add those 2 values together, and whoever has the lowest score is the winner. So you're trying to get them all matched, and that way you don't have any points. So at the beginning of the game, both players get to choose 2 cards to flip over from their respective deck player board, and this gives you some starting information. One thing I will go ahead and take a TV timeout and mention is that this thing is got some of the best cute art I've seen. You're also going to notice that they have a value. I believe they go from 0 to 12, and they also have an ability. So what happens when you match up a card and when they match in that column, that triggers the ability. And then so like the 9 here, swap one of your cards with another player. So there's going to be some cool stuff. I think the higher the value, the more risk you're taking and trying to match those up, the better, the more beneficial the ability is. And the lower the number, like a 2 here, like this 2, if you match these up, you have to skip your next turn. So it's not, not helpful. It's going to slow you down. So there's put more emphasis on taking a bigger risk. So at the end, like I said, at the beginning of the game, this player has 6, that player has 7. They would be the starting player. Like I said, it goes until all the cards are face up, and at that point you get to finish the round, and then you can take one additional round, and then that's the end of the game. That triggers it. So your 2 options on your turn are this: you can draw from the draw deck, or you can draw a card from the discard. If you draw from here, you're going to be choosing a card to replace in your tableau. It'll go face up. The card that you remove from here is going to go into the discard. If you choose to take a card from the discard, you have to play it down into your tableau. If I drew this, let's say this is the first player, and they didn't want to put the 3 anywhere, they could choose just to discard it. But, point of the game is to get some more information. So you got a 2 and a 5 shown, and you drew a 3. So you're not real sure where to go here right now. You're just trying to gather information. So you probably don't want to go in the same row or column. So you might just replace this one. There you go. So now it'll be the other player's turn. They would do the same. So the 9 doesn't help them here. So they're going to draw, and they got a 5. Oh no. They definitely don't want to discard this, because that would give the other player a 5, and they've got one showing. So they're going to do the same. They're just going to pick a card and put it down, and then discard the 7. Back over here, you can draw it up. 3. All right, so they match this up. So they're going to, the thing is, it's funny because you're going to put this in the discard, and it could help the other player. In this case, it does not. So the 3 says, next player must draw 2 cards. So this is going to give this player some options. So they matched up a nice low number there, but now over here, we're getting to draw 2, which, like I said, options. Neither one of those are great. I got an 8 and a 10. Man, that art is just cute. So they've got to draw 2 cards. You know what? We're just going to go ahead and replace these. And I'm going to assume, take a little bit of liberty here and place them down in the order that I want to. So we're going to go here and here. Okay. So over here, nothing that would help. A 0. Plus 10 points to your final score. So no risk when you put it down in a column, but if it stays that way to the end of the game and it triggers, it's not gonna be helpful. So let's put the 0 You know what? He doesn't want this card. Doesn't even want it on his board. Doesn't want that risk in his life. Doesn't. No, thank you. Over here, let's see. Draw it up. A 4. Boom. We got a match. So let's see what we end up having to discard. 2. That's going to help the other player, unfortunately. This power says, draw the top card from the discard pile on your next turn. So next turn, we don't have a choice. We have to go from the discard. Player over here, going to draw this 2 up. Going to place it there. And they're going to give me a 1, which I do not really need. Okay, these, they have to skip their next turn. Okay, so we're going to get 2 turns in a row over here. That could be cool. So, but unfortunately, we have to draw from here, which is not helpful. So let's just put this 1 on top of this 2. Hey, look at that. That's nice. So we're going to draw from the discard on our second turn, pick that up, match it up, discard that because that doesn't help them. This says trash a card from the left or right of this column. Oh man, let's trash this 10 because that's a lot of risk. And now it just opens up a slot that we can put whatever we want there. The other advantage that we could have done there is to get rid of this card now and then known, but you know, that's player's choice there. Okay, so over here we're going to, 10 doesn't help, so we're going to draw this, 11. Let's just pick a spot and see what happens. 12, that doesn't help us on this side, so we'll come over here. It's another 0. We do not want these zeros. We're going to discard that. Back to the other player's turn. A 9. 9 does not help. Doesn't hurt over here. So let's just replace this. All right. Hey, we want that 5. We want that 5. All right. So now what are we discarding? 6. We wanted that 5 before they got it too. Look at one of your face down cards. Heck yeah, we want to see what that is. That is the 1. So if we can dig up another 1, now we know we're looking for that. Okay, back to here. A 9. Oh, bingo. Nailed it. This ability says swap one of your cards with another player. Oh, we're going to swap this 11. Oh, we're going to mess this up. We're going to swap this 11 with this 1. Ouch. Now that's 12 instead of being a zeroed out situation. A 6, not helpful. Not helpful at all. So let's just drop this in here. And oh, hey, look at there. We got rid of that 0. Whew, that was nice to get rid of that. Back to here. 11. Man, this player's got 3 matched up columns. We're doing pretty good. This is not helpful. So we're just going to drop it in and see if we can. Oh, that stupid 0. How many of these cards are there? We're just going to toss it. Toss it, get rid of it. Back to here. The 5. Boom. Perfect. Nailed that. This says look at one of your face down cards. So we have a 4 remaining. Now, as soon as we replace this, we're only going to have 1 more turn to really try to maximize and get efficient as we can there. So back to here. 8. Nice. So we will dump that 6. Drop that in. Switch 2 card positions from any opponent's field. Oh, that is gross. Let's do the highest values that we can. Here and here. Oh, we just messed them up. Perfect. So now it's back to their turn. They're going to draw this up. They got a 6. Not all that helpful. They don't really, they want to take a little bit more time here. So they're just going to discard this. Otherwise, if they replace it, then like you said, that triggers the end of the game. Over here, we want to, I think we want to, we want to trigger the end of the game. We feel like we're in better shape over here. So not with the zeros. Man, those things are everywhere. Get rid of it. Live to fight another day. A 3. You know, we looked at that. I don't remember what it is, though. I think they're going to discard and hold off. Over here, 3. So we can drop this in. This isn't going to hurt us. I don't remember if we know what that is or not. I may have looked at it, but at this point, because I'm talking, I'm not paying attention. 7. We don't want that either. We got over here. 8. 8? No, we don't want the 8. Or do we want to trigger the end game? That'd be 23. They're showing more than that. So let's do it. Let's go for the trigger, the end game. So now that was the first player. So we got one more round and that's it. And oh no, that was a 1. So they're going to pick up from the discard. They're going to discard this one. And that triggers. And they're the same. Trash a card from the left or right of this column. Wow, they are going to trash that 9. Absolutely. Over here, this is our last turn. So the 9 doesn't help, so we're just going to draw and hope we get something helpful. We do not. The only thing we can do is we can replace the 11 so that our score isn't as bad. So now that's the end of the game. These are zeroed out, zeroed out, zeroed out, zeroed out because they match. This is, you add these up, 10 and 11, so we've got 21 points here. Over here we've got 14 plus 5 is 19. That is going to be the winner because those are all matched up as well. So that is an example play of Precare. As you can tell, the game is, the art's gorgeous. I think I've mentioned that before, but I think it's worth stating again that very nice. Typically for a Kickstarter, this is a high-end prototype. I mean, they've already got UPC barcodes, and it looks like they've got everything lined up. I do think that the game, it's already on Kickstarter, and it's still needing some funding as a new game hitting market right now. It needs more people to get behind it to get in. So if you want a light family game that you can play with your kids, or you could play with brand new people that are just getting in, this is a great gateway game. Fun, light strategy. Something to check out, and it's super cute. So everyone's going to be into the theme of you're trying to protect these cute little animals from the predators. Henceforth, Precare. No, kitty, don't let the snake get you. It's gorgeous. I would give this a whirl. I backed it. So this is a paid promotion from the Spotlight. So I wanted to just mention that. And we do these once a week for Kickstarters. And our whole hope for doing these is to help bring games to light for the community. And it's really hard as a first-time creator. Even in my case, like I've created 3 games. Our third game, the market for Kickstarter is really hard right now. So our hope is to help creators have assets and get exposure for their games, and to more or less show you the game and then say, if you're into this sort of game, here's something you would be interested in. It's not really so much a review, because paid reviews I feel are unethical. But this is pretty much an overview and example play. So anyway, that's our deal. Precare. Check this out. It's on Kickstarter now. Go take a look. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.